Yo, haha, Miltnificent. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick video, man. Today we got the Air Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester brick after brick on the Miltnificent channel, followed by its predecessor. Listen, the brick by brick series, which is this right here, was a fantastic release, and I felt like last year this was definitely shoe of the year just because it was something a little bit different about this shoe that you normally don't see in the Air Jordan 4 in terms of the whole textured mud guard. It kind of gives you that brick feeling. The new buck upper that they put on there was fantastic, as well as the comfort towards the Air Jordan 4 to make it like a biker series. So you just think of your traditional Air Jordan 4 right here, and you look at the Air Jordan 4 Bread, which actually will be releasing, I want to say, at the end of this year. But when you look at this in terms of the cushioning is it's not thin, but it's nowhere near compared to Nigel Sylvester's Air Jordan 4 collaboration. They put a lot of padding around the collar, especially the tongue. Similar to what you would think of when you look at the whole SB Dunk for the Skater series. Like, this was kind of like a skateboard shoe, but what they did was they added more padding to your traditional kind of Nike low shoe, if that makes sense, but extra padding on the tongue. So there's definitely similarities between that. But the Air Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester collaboration pretty much was a hit, man. When it came to the whole brick by brick series, where they basically just, Nigel Sylvester's message is, hard work is basically just, it's something that you want to equate to when it comes to success, right? You start off with success, but you actually have to maintain that success over time because you can't take anything for granted. In life, I tell people, listen, take everything one day at a time and do it as best as you can. But the success will definitely come with hard work. You just have to sustain it and maintain it over time. And that's where the whole brick after brick series comes in. And I look at what the difference is between these two shoes in terms of the brick after brick series, which is in this box. And then you look at the whole, let me take this out. We got the whole brick by brick series, which is in this box. I like what they did, man. Material-wise, it kind of gives you, when you give it that textile upper, I'm going to show you a video real quick, but when you rub your fingers across this feels like an actual brick. So I like the design and execution, what they did here, but the brick after brick, the box is kind of similar. The only difference is kind of like the colorway, but it's still simulating a brick-like material. So with that said and done, man, let me put this down. We'll get straight into it because I want to see, is brick after brick as good as brick by brick? I guess we're gonna have to find out. Set this down here. And honestly, man, Nigel Sylvester, keep doing your thing. I'll take this out real quick. Oh, I like this. So they did this kind of similar to the whole brick by brick series, where you got the whole simulating like a cart full of bricks tied up and packaging. And this is Velcroed. And let me take this out. Man, they did this individually wrapped. Both shoes individually wrapped. Just make sure you're not getting any fugazis, anything fake. You got the real deal. I got this off the Nike app. Shout out to the sneakers. Let me take this here and unwrap this. The one thing I do notice about this, the packaging. So like these bags, they just, I think if I remember last year, you could kind of uncover it. This is like, it's really packaged together. Let me take this out real quick. First impression. Man. So let me take the other one out. I can already tell, like, the materials that they used on the Air Jordan 4 brick after brick, where it's like really like a soft tumbled leather compared to the new buck that they used on the actual brick by brick. So there's definitely a subtle differences. But I'll get to that momentarily. Let me go through this real quick. I'll get into it. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. So, man, brick after brick. Yeah, this is nice. I wonder if this, okay, it does come in laces. So, I like what they did with the actual design, man. It just basically took kind of paying homage to the whole Air Jordan 4 fire red, but at the same time, I feel like this shoe is kind of its own. It's an aged effect with Nigel Sylvester's brick after brick, and what they did, I can tell the difference. So Air Jordan 4, your normal Air Jordan 4 has the netting. Anybody don't know, Tinker Hatfield created the Air Jordan 4 model series and kind of modeled it after the whole World War II fighter plane. So, you know, you can actually see the plane once you kind of take down the wing flaps on each side, push it down. Once it's unwrapped, I didn't get a chance to do it yet, but if you kind of push it down, it kind of mimics like an airplane. So, with the tail in the back. The only difference that this heel tab that has like a suede material. Oh, man. So that's one of the differences, obviously, is the heel tab. You can see materials. This is kind of like a TPU rubber. Got the heel tab in the back right here, which kind of gives you that same gritty effect, like a kind of a brick effect, and I like that. With the embroidered bike on the back, the little bike air. Man, that looks good. And of course, can't see it right here, but I'll show it. Got the whole bike on the back, man. Nigel Sylvester definitely did his thing when he did this. And honestly, man, I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, I have to make sure that got extra laces on here. I will be doing a lace swap with this video. Of course, this is black and this is cream, not white. I think somebody had this as white, but this looks like an beige or like an off-white. It's not like a egg white, but it's like an off-white. So let me just put this here. Man, this is nice. Okay, this is the other one. This is what I was looking for. So we'll be doing like that whole cinnabar. I think they call this like a cinnabar creamish. Cinnabar off-white. But I like the design. So back to the netting. The netting, basically Tinker Hatfield, again, taking that thing from the plane. And I look at the netting from a cargo perspective. Of course, some people might think of it a little bit differently, but I think of a net and associate it to a plane, and I think of something like this, just real quick. But instead of the netting, they usually have like a mesh behind the material for the Air Jordan 4. But in this is all 3M. And I also wondered about that because they did the same thing with the whole Air Jordan 4 brick after brick, where they actually did the same thing and had 3M paneling behind the netting. So it looks like they replicated on here. And I even kind of forgot about this when they were talking about the release. This outsole, herringbone, multi-directional outsole is nice because I like how they put that translucent rubber that's on here. This thing is popping so good. Of course, got the leather on here. I'm going to show you real quick. It's just it's plush. And this is how you know it's good leather. It's just, you can press it down, comes back up, press it down, comes back up. And it like slowly comes back up. Oh, I love this. And of course, you got that infamous air unit bubble on the midsole. Man, Nike embroidered on the actual mudguard towards the front. Yeah, we definitely got to put this on. In terms of other differences, I think the major difference is basically just material wise. You know, it kind of looks similar when you kind of look at the brick after brick series. I'd be curious of what you think of in terms of which laces would match the best with this, because I felt like when it came to brick by brick, everybody elected to do the cream laces. Not everybody. A lot of people did the cream laces to match the midsole. Here you can have, because you have 3 distinct colors, you can kind of match it up with the black on the midsole, or you can do it with the kind of the outsole portion with the cream laces or even the netting, or just mix it with that cinnabar colorway. But this is fantastic. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, I think the insoles are the same. On brick by brick, they use Dream Cell, and that's what they did. Dream Cell insole. I have no problem with this. Again, it comes down to execution. Similarities, yes, and on the aglets of each lace. Oh, I like this. A little touch to it. Got the brick on every single one, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check. I only saw the cream laces on display. I want to make sure the other laces also have brick. Yeah, they do. So they all feature brick. And again, you'll see this when I do the whole lace swap on the, or at least the shoe display towards the end. But comment below again. Let me know, what do you think about the whole brick after brick series? Do you think Nigel Sylvester should just move on to another Air Jordan retro terms of another collaboration, I think I'd like to see that. We've seen him in the Air Jordan 1 High. He's actually done his own thing, but I'm thinking it's in terms of like the collaboration. If he's going to do Air Jordan 4, some people are saying Air Jordan 5. I'll throw a curveball in there. Either Air Jordan 3 or even a 13. I'd like to see what he can do with a 13 because the padding on the Air Jordan 13 is also similar, kind of thick, and I'd like to see how he could kind of put his spin on that. But your boy Miltnificent, man, Nigel Sylvester, brick after brick. Definitely go true to size when you put these bad boys on. I'm sorry, I'm just in awe with this leather. Just look at this. And if you ask me which one I think is better, color-wise, I'm going to go with the brick by brick. This is not far off, but I still slightly like this colorway more than this colorway. But you definitely can't lose with both, one or the other. It's all good. But your boy Miltnificent, man, I am out. Got that Nigel Sylvester collection. Brick by brick. And now, brick after brick on the Miltnificent channel. Let's do that lace swap. You guys, stay blessed.